Right there. Afternoon.
Hello.
My name is Jarek.
My name's Simon.
And welcome to a move a little bit that way. Thank you very much. Welcome to our 1-2 mic check. I hope you can hear us. According to those things here, everything should work perfectly, but yeah, it's a technology, so you never know. How's the Dakula coming along? Yeah, that one. Actually, yeah, and we have some concept to show today for the for the next campaign, for the sign-up model miniature. We're gonna be there in a sec. Keep the questions coming. So welcome in September. So I think everybody now is back to live after all the summer break. It was, as a business, it was actually horrible. Summer break was horrible. We have so much things to catch up on, especially tooling, manufacturing, and everything else. That's the kind of always issue when we have like holidays. I think we're gonna have to move next year to just like pause for 2 weeks. Everybody go home. Everybody go for 2 weeks of holidays during Christmas, during the summertime, and then restart the factory instead of doing for entire month for the half steam. Anyway, do we have anything? If you have some questions, please keep them coming. If not, we're going to be starting. Obviously, as always, we have not this. Should we have that
presentation?
One? Presentation. Always, yeah. So a few slides to show you where we are with the project. So
we do have some new stuff to show you as well, which we haven't shown anywhere else.
Oh yeah. So these are the common suspects. So if you have any questions regarding these projects, please be free to ask. If you have any questions to any other projects, we are more than happy to answer as well. Some bits about the Master of the Universe Battleground, some news here, and some news on Dusk Hollow, which is the campaign for next year, I believe.
Yeah, early next year, around about the same time we start delivering Porthaven, I believe.
As always, we do that rotation. We call it DNL rotation here now internally. We've been doing that for how many years now? I think it started with DNL 2 or 3. Yeah, every single DNL being like new campaign starts exactly the same when the old campaign is being shipped. So that's how it works. Hello, Jakub. Yeah, okay, I can confirm the sound. Yeah. Okay. Where we're going to start? Let's start with some AMA. Ask me anything from Discord.
Yeah, so from the Discord, Astra asks, I saw your new box making machinery. Are you planning on taking individual orders, like in the amounts of 3 to 4 pieces?
In amount of 3 to 4 pieces, I'm pretty sure no, because to make boxes, to make production, you need minimum print run of 500 pieces. So it's very expensive to run any prints, so that's quite unreasonable to actually make those boxes. But I believe there are some companies who make like a custom-made boxes, and they will do like laser printing stuff. Laser printing comparing to offset printing is completely different quality. We do laser printing just for the samples because that print doesn't last for long. Is very easy to scratch off, and the paint is being scratched off. So for mass production you have to use offset print, but for anything else laser will be good enough. But no, not for such a small volume. In fact, I don't think we're even going to be offering this as a service for other companies. Maybe for those ones who going to run like a sprue manufacturing with us, like we do have few we cannot mention because of the NDA, but maybe for them. But anything else, no, I don't think either we're gonna be doing any more like heavy lifting or heavy numbers of board games here in the factory. I think more likely we are shifting currently anyway.
Yeah, this one's more for internal use, basically.
Yeah. Heroes of my Magic card game.
Here's my Magic card game. Will Stronghold, Conflicts, and Inferno be coming to this game? The card game.
They must.
I'm pretty sure all of the expansions, all of the towns will be available at launch, to my knowledge, except for like maybe Cove and some of the other ones.
Yeah.
That are like more advanced, but like the base core factions, I'm pretty sure They're all planned to be in the game at launch.
Yep. Will you have Starcraft Porthaven minis art spell? Yes, for Starcraft we will have a demo tables for Starcraft. We might have some surprise for Starcraft as well on our stand, so it's still pending approval. Porthaven minis, I guess yes. Majority of Porthaven minis should be with us, as we are so advanced in tooling. So yeah, so yes to both questions.
I'd like to know which and how many of each miniature we're going to get in the Starcraft starter set, or if you can't tell us yet, when will you be able to tell us?
Yeah, I can tell you right now. So the core starter set is terrain. It's a playmat terrain plus 2 factions, which are Terran and Zerg. In the boxes you will find round about 30 miniatures per side, something like that. So about 60 miniatures, I would say. Yeah, something like this, maybe less. So that's for the starter box. And then you have a proto starter box, which is separate. Slightly less miniatures, obviously, because they're much bigger, and this is how Protoss plays. But you will find 2 sets of Zealot in the box. You're going to find some Sentry. You're going to find some 2 more units. I won't be mentioning them yet, but that's the whole concept and idea. And then obviously every single of these units from the starter box you'll be able to buy separately.
A few months ago you mentioned that a new AAA IP will be announced in this period, the one after Starcraft. Any news about that?
It's the one we're currently working on. Not yet. It's meant to be announced actually a long time ago, but the approval process and design and development takes so long. It's just crazy. So yeah, it is a straight to retail product. But it's a pain to get there. Absolutely pain to get there. It's the most difficult IP we will ever work with, and I would assume other IPs will be more difficult, but no, I was very surprised about that. Yeah.
Maybe you already thought of it, but I believe some people would appreciate an ultimate bundle for Porthaven that also includes the Ghost ship, so 2 ships and everything else in the campaign. So at this stage, once we've launched the Pledge Manager, we're not planning on any changes because, again, any changes to the Pledge Manager at this moment in time, it would cause other people to want to edit their pledge, and we're already quite overloaded in the customer service department. And a lot of these changes, they just take a lot of time, and it's also possible for errors to be made. Like, it increases the rate of errors just on the invoicing system we have, and we want to avoid that as well.
Yep. But I believe with new campaign next year, with early next year, we might actually do something like that. Because that's what we do. The new campaign is always going to bring new stuff, but in a pledge manager, not even pledge manager, even during campaign, you'll be able to buy kind of pledges from the previous campaign just to top it up, or even select the
it's like as an add-on or like a pledge in like the new campaign. We'd probably like do a mega bundle with all the Porthaven stuff. But for this campaign, the one that's currently running for Porthaven, then we're not planning on doing anything like that.
Are the design of the card final for Heroes the card game? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We still actually work with Ubisoft on doing small changes here and there. Some more information, just follow the Gamefound. I think the rules as well, you have to bear in mind this is just the nothing what you see is finalized. It still is finalized, so it takes some time to actually get everything ticked off and get it right. So
yeah, we're working very, very closely with Ubisoft.
I have to say there's a much more focus than used to be from Ubisoft on everything Heroes, which is great, which I really like it to see. So it means that some of the designs will change. That's for sure.
About Starcraft, have you thought about using minerals and Vespene gas as army points to buy units, upgrades, maybe buildings? So we did have a similar system in the past, but we ended up not going through with it. Kind of one of the issues is it kind of forces you to build your list in a certain way, and it doesn't give you like that full freedom that players usually expect with a list building system. Also, there were some like I guess slight issues with the upgrades themselves, with balancing them, and like, you know, for example, we had like an attack upgrade that we wanted to give to like Zerg units. And we wanted it to be like universal, so like you know, this attack upgrade, you attach it to like any of your ground biological melee Zerg units, it would give like a bonus, but like it was just very unequal, because in the future we'd like to make an Ultralisk, of course, and if you attach it to an Ultralisk, or if you let the card be attached to any melee ground unit for Zergs, it would just kind of lead to imbalances.
Yeah. Jakub, just to mention, Jakub is is from our team, by the way, so he just mentioned that we are starting sculpting the first minis for Heroes of Might and Magic battles. So that's the good news as well. Is there any Superior is asking question about the Invoker? Are we going to be showing anything? It meant to be out this year, but it's been moved. Yes, that's correct. We have moved Invoker to next year. There is so many projects for miniatures we want to do. And fortunately, I would say, Starcraft actually happened, and have been green light for Starcraft, and we needed to push all of our projects for the next year, just to make the space for Starcraft. That's what it is. I mean, to be real, it's most of the cases this is what it is. It's the IP projects. It costs a lot of money to actually develop, even more for the license. So we need to get this product out ASAP to the market. So that's the reasons why Invoker has been moved for the next year. For this year, we still plan to do Starcide. Obviously, we do have some time to work on our projects now. So if it's not going to be ready, it's not going to be released. So we want to make sure that it's actually been fully polished. It's a miniatures game, so miniatures are extremely expensive for design development. I'm talking here about the product tooling. It's a plastic injection, so it costs a lot of money, much more than the board games. Yeah. So yes, Invoker will be next year. But I can tell you right now, it's actually good thing will happen, because initially the fluff was around Invoker slightly different than I have now in mind. So it would just be huge improvement to the general settings and everything else in there. Well,
you know what they say, no writer ever uses their first draft.
Exactly, the first draft, we always have to throw away the first draft, because the first draft is just the draft. And then all of a sudden we have much better ideas. Yeah.
Isn't the whole customer service department on live stream right now? No, we have 3 people now in customer service.
Yeah.
Some of you may have met the new person, Sarah. She started work here earlier this year, a couple of months ago, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been a great help to us as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, customer service is not for the scales of our business, for what we do and how we operate business. So majority is basically wave of shipping, so it will happen every 3-4 months, and this is where we have like an influx of queries, and then all of a sudden after campaigns is very, very quiet for customer service. So
well, I will say the amount of campaigns is increasing year on year. Since you work closely with Ubisoft, did you get an early peek at Olin era?
Yeah, I was having actually game. I was at the Gamescom, and the lads from the Unfrozen, they gave us a few seats to play the game, and we tested. It's good. Buy it, that's for sure. It's Heroes, so yeah, having Heroes help. Freezing again. The menu is freezing again. I don't know why. Okay. Let's have a look what we have here.
Bergonix from the Discord. I have a question about the pre-painted focus points of caves. On some sprues and elements that should be metal, they are nearly white and does not look like metal, especially from the table distance. It is said by customer support that that is intended. Is it really? Because it's definitely not metal. So regarding this, the final version, the version that went out to backers, it is definitely more pale than, I guess, the original version.
I think the more question is about, can we paint metal? We don't have a metallic paint, so in order to paint metal you have to use blue and white colors, like a non-metallic metal, and that's the whole concept for anything pre-painted. Now metallic paints are a different story, because this machine, the what's the name? The Prismacast machine does not allow you to add any other color of paints you would like to use it. Otherwise, we just use metallic, like a pure metallic, and that's it. That would be great. But in this case, the answer is it is a non-metallic metal, and it's supposed to imitate the metal basically. But we cannot actually give you pure metallic like you will find with the paints, because there is no paints in there. This is like, yeah.
I think eventually we'll get like good enough with the Prismacast process.
I don't know. I don't know whether we're gonna be able to do like something which is gonna be looking 100% of metal. It's gonna be always non-metallic metal. So in the painting miniatures, you have two methods of painting metal. One is non-metallic when you use like a white, gray, and blue to imitate the metal, like a reflection, light reflections and everything else. And then you have those metallic paints. You can use metallic paints like a bolt gun, for instance, from Warhammer. That is actually with tint of metal. Well, it just basically looks like metal, right? So we cannot use the other one. We have to use the first one. So it's only about mastering the way how we're gonna be doing non-metallic metal through that machine.
So Ganas from the Discord, question regarding Starcraft. As I recall, in one of your early live streams, you mentioned the possibility for wargaming clubs to participate in the beta for Starcraft later down the line. If this is planned, what is the process for clubs to apply for the beta, and what time would the window be for applying?
Window for applying probably gonna start in October, November, December. This is where we're gonna be polishing and finding all the things we need to find before the release. So, and what's the way of applying? The best way to apply at this stage is to send us email to, I think we have the rules. Yeah, if you go on our page and select to whom you want to send the email to, like, customer service, and then select the rules team and select the queries to the rules team, and then we receive that.
Yeah,
and
not to contact, not to marketing.
Yeah, there's a special option for that one, so make sure it's there.
Zash from the Discord, Starcraft, can you talk about how cloaking/burrowing works? Will opponents be handicapping themselves by not building detection into their list?
Not really. So the burrowing at this stage, the burrowing works the way that you are unable to target a unit if the unit is burrowed and within 4 inches from that unit. So yes, if you have a scan, then you can reveal that unit from the longer distances. It works slightly different with cloaking, and then obviously even if you don't so even if the unit is burrowed and you don't have a detection, but you still target that you need to receive the additional save. We call this evade at the moment, so it's evade save. So unit became a little bit more resistant to any type of attacks. And same for the cloaking unit. So the cloaking unit's always perma additional save, so you get that, and then you can reveal them through different means. So obviously, like in the video game.
You've mentioned a reinforcement mechanic where additional units arrive onto the battlefield as the game progresses. It sounds similar to Conquest's reinforcement system, which I happen to love. Is that a fair comparison? Our system is a bit more dynamic in how it works, because you're fully in control of what units enter the battlefield and where from. And there are multiple cards, or many different cards and abilities that allow you to deploy units in various different ways, where there is like a burrow ambush, proxy barracks on the sides, units coming out, or maybe like a dropship in the enemy's deployment zone, potentially even.
Exactly. So the difference between that and Conquest, in order to release your put your units on a table or get them on a table, you just have to create like a deck of cards, and then you just reveal the card from top to bottom to bring the units in a sequence. Here there's no sequence. You can just select any unit you want to bring in a table. In fact, the game starts with empty table. That's very important to mention, that it's very easy and very quick to start the game because there is no setup. There's absolutely no setup. Only one setup you have to do is the terrain and obviously objective markers according to the map setup, and then you just basically start the game. And the first round is I'll take one unit which is out of the game and I bring to the game, and then you do the same, and then we follow in the pattern until we run out of supply points. Once we run out of supply points, we basically carry on till next round, and then next round you got additional supply points to bring on a table, and so on. So yeah, that speed up the game greatly, because we don't have to, some people can spend hours, even hours to, get the proper setup thingies,
Yeah, so point 3, can you talk more about how Fog of War and supply works? So essentially, as mentioned, supply, you start with some at the beginning of the game and you get more at the beginning of every round. And Fog of War, essentially, it's simulated in the fact that there are various cards and abilities that kind of allow you to deploy from various different angles. There's no like physical Fog of War on the actual battlefield, or on the board. It's just mainly simulated through, again, as I said, cards.
I mean, the whole concept for this Fog of War is on the main table you play. This is the section everybody can see, both players can see it. Anything is outside that boundaries is a Fog of War. So you kind of, your army list, everything else in there, that's your Fog of War.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear more about your plans for sub-factions. Can you share anything else at this point? So at the beginning, we're probably just going to go through the full list of co-op commanders and their units. After we're done with all of that, we're probably just going to focus on the factions that are in the lore, but maybe don't have as much coverage in the video games.
Yeah.
Cool. What about the buildings? Are you adding them to Starcraft somehow? Maybe not put them on the table, but somehow in the background as some additional upgrades. Yes, we do have them right now as cards that allow you that you can use for different abilities. As
they part of your army building. So
yes,
you spend your minerals. You spend your minerals to buy buildings and to buy units. Obviously, there's a maximum limit of points you can spend for the building itself, and building give you various type of upgrades, right? So, yeah. We will make some dedicated video regarding Starcraft and how it plays and everything else soon.
Any update on shipping for Home, the board game? If everything went to plan, the first wave should be in containers now, right? So I believe shipping to us from the factory will start very soon, or at least it should, from what I remember.
On Monday, I've been told they're packing containers now. So I'm guessing as soon as the slot of loading on the boat happens, we will let you know.
Yeah.
But what we said here, and what I said to my team, do not go and fire up quickly any information about the shipping till we get the tracking number. So we want to make sure that it's 100% there, because I will tell you this on update, and then you will say, okay, it should be on a boat, and then all of a sudden I get some information from China that it actually didn't happen. So no, till I see tracking number from Chinese manufacturers, then I will be able to send it to you guys. We've been there like 3 times already, and we always say hey, it's happening, and all of a sudden it's not. Like, why? Yeah,
that does happen a bit. Just got my King of the Hill pledge for Prismacast. Great stuff. Was there any reason you didn't make boxes for sub-themes? Probably because of lack of time, or I think we were waiting too long from the boxes from the company.
Yeah. It's the problem was we actually got ourselves now to fix all the issues with raw materials and getting boxes. We actually got ourselves a large machine to make boxes. I think it's in one of the videos how the boxes are being made now. So that's one of the things. We couldn't wait any longer for supplier to actually get that. So we decided to jump and start shipping. Otherwise, you probably will have to wait for another month or 2. It's just getting worse and worse.
Yeah, we have to move everything in-house, clearly, because we just can't rely on anyone else, clearly. I don't know what it is, but every single time we try and rely on someone else, it just never works out.
It doesn't work like we do. It's like when we provide services, we do everything in our power, and we always deliver on time. We don't take that much work you know what I'm saying? So the things with Chinese manufacturers, they will take so much work, then they cannot actually handle it just to grab that work. You know
just to get the contract,
just to get a contract, and that's it. And they would promise to you dates they're never they're not gonna keep. I can tell you right now. And then that date might shift for 3 months, 4 months, but I can tell you right now. That's how they operate. So we don't do that. If I have a customer and the customer say I need XYZ product by, I don't know, March, May, July, we will plan out to actually get it. If some other customer jumps in and says I need something urgently, no, there's no urgently, because I've got the other customers in line. We do have our own things. But it is not happening even in Poland. It seems to be like they're trying to get as much work as possible just to sign the contract, and all of a sudden they won't be delivering. So yeah. Do you offer direct distribution for retailers, local game stores? Yes, we do. You may send email to us. Depending where you are. If you're located in UK, it's going to be much easier, because we just finally get all the paperwork done for UK branch. Finally. It was like, Jesus Christ. I thought Germany is a little bit lagging in terms of digital and doing, all the things, but UK is just equally bad. We're just waiting 3-4 months for the paper, one simple paper to be created and sent in via letter. right? In Poland, you can set up the business in 2 days, right? So that's the difference. In Poland, they want to charge you and tax you straight away. In UK, they can wait a little bit longer, but yeah. But finally, we got everything. So yeah, I mean, get in touch with through our email. You can send, again, go on our page, archonstudio.com, and you can click there to select the thingy and send it straight to distributor, to our sales plan team email. Yeah.
Will we ever see a DNL terrain similar to the outdoor style, like Dwarven Forge? Dwarven Forge is wilderness in the scale of caves.
Oh, we did that. We did with encounters, right?
Not quite. They're referring to like tiles, like outdoor tiles. On like a mass scale.
Oh, that's a good question. At some point, yes. We were limited by engineering things. This means the size of the tool and size of the injection. Nowadays, I'm actually buying much bigger machines. So as soon as I have much bigger machines, and now we're going to be implementing much bigger tools as well. We have to, because part of cost down exercises is actually get more produced on the machine through the same cycle time. So we have to do it, because yeah, that's how it works. But yeah, once we have this one run in process, we will then invest into different products, much bigger products, much larger things. So we might expect something like that coming from us in the future.
So Project Panda, I can see you're having some issues. If you reached out to us via email and you didn't receive an automated response back, the email didn't reach us. So you can try maybe through the website or just send us a new email. It's possible that we just missed your issue. Usually we respond within 7 days max. Again, but it's currently a bit of a busy time, so it may take some time. But I think more than 4 weeks should have been enough. Again, maybe if you didn't receive an automated response, it didn't reach us. If you did, then please write again, so we can just
Yeah, it's the second question regarding Heroes of Might and Magic and the card game and the board game is designed by different people. It's kind of the same. It's the same team, so it's the same team. It would be great to know your feedback. I would like to know why you're asking this question. There must be something behind this question, and I would like to know the reason why you're asking this question. That would be great to know.
Jakob will also reply to this question as well. So a question from Lutzek, probably about Starcraft.
That one.
So do you build your army on the first turn of the game, as you mentioned, or bringing them onto the table? So you build your list before the game.
Yeah.
But each unit has its own supply cost, and when you start the game, and it's the movement phase, one player deploys one of the units, and this is just basically like moving onto the board, and you keep both players keep doing this until you hit the supply cap, or you just decide to pass.
Yeah, and then we move to the next phase, which is the at the moment it's called the assault phase. When you do other actions, so this means you can run with a unit, you can make a branch attack with the unit, and you can do engage. This means charge. And so on, so on, so on. And then following turn, you get additional points to bring on a table. So in a simple wording, on a small table, which is 90 by 90 centimeters, like 35 inch by 35 inch roundabout, you can have a large army, but you keep rotating this army because everything you're going to lose, you can bring up. Now, this is in my opinion, I hope it works on the paper. So let's hope, and in table as well. The whole concept is to move the point of no return till the last round, let's say. So we want people to be constantly engaged, kind of don't completely run out of the tools to bring on a table. This means models and miniatures, and keep playing till the last round when the last round should be the last round when we're going to decide if we play like equally, who's gonna win the game. Round about that. So even if you lose in the first round, second round, you make some mistakes, you're not going to lose the game. So like in other wargaming, when I set up everything, you set up everything, all of a sudden I'm going to lose 20% of my army. It's quite difficult to come back from that situation. So here, there's not such a case. So you lose one unit, okay, fine, nothing really happened because you have also cap for your units on the table. I have my cap for the units on my table, so I only set up 50% of my army. I can still bring up more stuff. Yeah. lots of questions today. I mean, we're on the first page. We still have to look at. Let's go maybe here quickly. What's the caves questions, Shimon, over there?
How's the shipping progressing? Any estimates for full completion?
Days. Literally days. That's what I've been told.
I'll be careful.
Well, yeah. There's some stuff left for the UK, obviously, because we always have to go through the manual process of, Still, I mean, this is the last time when we do that, by the way. This is the last time when we do where we have to spend so much time on and money and cost everything to actually do manually for UK. And with this branch in the UK, we're going to be able to speed up the process like rapidly. So everything will go through the border smoothly. There's no back and forth going with charges whatsoever. It should work. It should work. Again, on a paper, we will test this one out with the first, with the first thingy, with the first shipping, yeah.
Any plans on how to deal with US tariffs for caves pledges or late pledges to the US?
Late pledges to USA, we don't know how to deal at the moment. At the moment, we try to get them through third-party company. So third-party company will only guarantee non-tariff shipping, I would say, yeah. Because it needs to be imported by the third-party company in the United States in order for us to cover the tariffs. And that's what we like to do. We like to cover the tariffs, but this is still in works, and it's a good question. I think we should, mention somewhere on the page that, bear in mind about the tariffs, because if that solution won't work, we're going to have to, people will have to pay tariffs. But, what? Let's wait till 14th. We'll see what happened. I mean, 14th of October, I think this is the time when we should have more information about whether the tariff is going to stay on, they're going to be disappearing or something like that. Apparently, the tariffs are illegal according to the courts, so we will see. It is. I don't know how to say that. It's just too much to say even anything. Right.
On board game, will there be any spoilers of the new cards / heroes, or will there be a content guide for the upcoming editions on the website before the official release of the game? So I mean, we are continuing to post stuff on through the updates, like information on the core mechanics and whatnot. As for new cards / heroes, I believe we are also posting like some teasers in these updates as well. As for like a specific content guide, or I guess in this case it would be more of a roadmap. I don't believe so. We don't really do roadmaps that much, unless like the content guide you're referring to is just like the full list of cards. I don't know. We'd have to look into it. We may do like a library type thing where you can just look at all the cards, but we haven't decided on that yet.
Yeah, I know we keep saying the same, but we cannot fix it right now. So okay, it's noted. My team is gonna have a look on this one. No worries. Will the card game have expansions later on?
Yeah, it definitely will.
Yeah.
It needs to have expansions even.
It needs to have expansions, but I don't think that's going to be future campaigns. So maybe just have expansions through just normal retail. We will see. Okay. So a question from Matt Kobold. The ship looked a little meager with its sails last time. Do you have any plans of adding another layer in the final product, as in 2 sails on the mizzy mast, the one at the back, closest to the steering wheel, instead of only 1, and 3 on the main cast in the middle of the ship? Yeah, you can bring the light and change the camera onto the front camera. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the ship. So I know it looks that we have 1 or 2 here. We're missing something like a post here to actually add another one. We won't be able to cut any plastic whatsoever. So it is like that. I think it's occupation itself, or the number of cells and everything else. It's actually looking good, really good. So this is something like new material we're testing. Obviously, it's just prototype, just to see how material will look with. It's gonna be kind of reinforced. So that's the proper. What's the material name? Utah or something like that, and then it's basically been fully reinforced. But that's the whole concept and idea for that. And then for the ghost ship, will be different slightly. So it won't be dark, it will be also white, but obviously this is not the ghost ship, but we want to show you something. So the ghost ship will have slightly different. We'll have this third in the pieces. So obviously this is still just a concept, just to see how it works. It's not perfect because it's been done by hand, but we need to make it by hand and then send the samples to manufacturer in order to actually make it much better. So that's going to be for the thingy. Yeah. I know what you mean. By the way, how everything needs to be mounted on a post, it's impossible to do in any different way.
Yeah, that's another thing. The ship is a lot bigger in person.
Oh yeah,
than it is on
my head is huge, but have a look on that. I mean, there's no head for my head, no hat for my head, and that is, yeah. I don't know if you have any other products with our products. I mean, we can compare it to. You have some banana here.
I don't think we have a banana for scale now.
Yeah, I can actually show you something. I'm gonna destroy something today, but in general, this is the big box for heroes, and the ship is bigger than the big box, longer. So yeah, it is what it is. Huge ship. Okay, let's move on to slides.
Starcraft, will all models / units come with an upgrade / the transparent sprue?
Change the not this one, that one. Yeah. So all models come with a upgraded transparent sprue. Yes, majority of the models will. However, it's going to be limited in terms of starter box because we cannot fit any more sprues in the starter box. It's massive in terms of sprues. I think a lot. 80 sprues, something 60 to 80 sprues. So it's a huge one. So if you go, just to give you some example, Zerglings, for instance, won't have any clear plastic sprues in a starter box. But if you buy them individually, they will have a lot of options, clear plastic options.
Yeah, for upgrade parts.
Yes, excuse me, for upgraded parts, yes. But for the Marines, we have to keep them, and we're going to give them away in the starter box. And then some of the models will have like a built-in elements for the transparent, and they have to be because they're part of the models. So they will be there. Aside from the launch box, should we expect another army bundle boxes down the line? Yes, for sure. Army bundles, that's for sure. You're gonna find some army bundles and some more boxes in the down the line. So the concept for the at the moment, just the concept, because we're still working on that, is it's gonna be pre-orders on our page. You will have like 3 options, or basic options, more advanced options, and let's say top options in terms of buying the products. Each of them will have some additional bonuses and perks, and then some list of the things you can add in if you want. So kind of like a campaign, kind of like a crowdfunding campaign, but with no additional stretch goals whatsoever.
And the final, have individual blister pack sprues been discussed for making variants or alternative units? So we already have alternative units planned, or variants planned. Do you want to maybe discuss the one that will be at Essen?
Yeah. The questions here also on the Starcraft.
Are you gonna discuss it?
Sorry, which one? The last.
Are you gonna discuss the one that's gonna be at Essen? Now or? I'm asking if you want to discuss it or not.
No.
Okay.
So good. You want to discuss it? Say again, because I lost. No, I lost the plot for a second.
I can see. I'm asking if you want to discuss the variant unit that will be present at Essen.
No.
Okay.
The one we want to sell. Anyway, let's move on, because we're saying too much and everything is still not confirmed. So. Okay. How about the winning conditions? Will be some different ways. Oh yeah, mainly it's a victory points condition. So we have a cap at this stage just for the normal gameplay.
The normal like competitive mode. It's mainly point focused, and you do that by completing missions. That So at the beginning of the game. During the list building phase. So before the game, you will be picking from some missions to add to your army. And then when the game starts, at the beginning of every round, except for the first round, I believe,
yes,
you pick a mission, and depending on how well you complete it, you gain a number of points.
Exactly.
And they add to your total, and you can get points from other methods as well, such as capturing and holding points, or control points, or eliminating the supply of your enemy.
Well, for enemy, yeah. For each of the supply eliminated, you get 1 victory point.
But we'll also have
narrative
scenarios, which are a bit, well, will function very differently, where the main focus will be just on completing like a specific objective, whether it be like, you know, saving Warfield or like what have you, I guess.
Never mind. Ooh, sorry for that. My phone is ringing. Let's go.
Starcraft the miniature game. Can we expect detailed bases hitting the Starcraft minis, or maybe something without the need of a license that's fitting for the for sci-fi miniatures?
So the tiled bases will be only with heroes. So if that's what it is. The rest of the bases will be just like GW bases. So, but with small twist, like, you know, this is the base for Starcraft, for instance, with all the trademark. So it's a normal black base. And the twist is you're gonna get a number of pieces you can actually glue it onto the bases. Yeah, there's gonna be a number of things you can glue it to the bases. Okay.
Any chance of a Command and Conquer game in the future? Maybe someday.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult, but yeah. Okay, let's clear that. Let's move on.
So another question for StarCraft. Will you put the rulebook online at some point? Yes, the rules will be free and completely available. 2, have you decided on which units for each faction will be in the starter boxes? Yep, as mentioned earlier.
I'm not gonna be saying full list of the unit. Yeah. Are you planning to streaming a demo game? Oh yeah. I mean,
streaming a demo game.
It's not gonna be only streaming. We're gonna be recording. You're gonna be recording videos, and then that's gonna be posted up. Also, influencers, and then obviously us playing the game as well. Maybe not full stream. Maybe even full stream. We will see.
Another StarCraft question. Assuming launch goes well, do you have a plan on how frequently you plan on updating the game, whether that be through rules updates or new models, seasonal or twice a year? So right now, I believe the current plan is once every 2 months. So once every 2 months, we'll have a new release.
Something new released. And in terms of fixing or doing updates for the game, whenever it's required, like something quickly, or definitely seasonal, just to see, you know, how the meta is going. So if something gonna be overpowered, we're gonna have to clear it. When will StarCraft.com get some love? Working on that one. I think first blog post will be. We plan now to do lots of marketing, especially in the department of doing the, what's the name? The thing is the blog post. So that is coming. Okay. Let's have a look. Orion unboxing.
Yeah.
Let me show you something. I want to show you something. So Shimon is gonna hold this. Can you hold it? Like that.
Oh, by the way, for anyone from Heroes, this is the big box for the new campaign as well.
Yeah, that's the big box for new campaign. And that's the big box. Actually, it's not a box, but it's a big box. Ended up with being big box for Orion.
Yeah, that's just the core box for Orion.
Yeah, that's the core box.
It is massive.
That's the core box, guys. This is not like expansion. I'll show you expansion's sake, but that's the core box for Orion. And it's actually that large. I am unable to show you entire content. I will go through it, but yeah, let me show you. What I'm going to show you is just the printed materials and the quality of some of the printed materials, right? So it's not final. This is just a prototype from us, just to show you the prototype today. That's the front. Side, the back. Yeah, lovely, made in Europe, actually in Poland. That will change, but you can see the thingy and the content of the box itself. Showing you something interesting, because this is something we tested and tried. But okay, it's messy, and the reason why it's messy because just There's no plastic thingies yet, so that is coming. That is coming. So very
Plastic
important.
inserts, yeah.
Plastic inserts, just to mention. So every single thingy will have its own space and place, right? So you know that this is gonna be thank you letter. Dice tray. We have a dice tray. I think the quality of dice tray is very good. This is outsourced, obviously, so we needed also that one. I like it. I'm gonna steal it straight away. Oh, that's what it is. Dice tray. And then just to show you the quality of the materials and everything else. That's the lovely tiles. So, yep. They're much less shiny than we had them on every single video you have seen it, because the ones we have it, they were without the liner material on it, so that's much better. The other one will be probably very... And I have heavy light here, by the way, so yeah. Cards, obviously the playing boards for your factions. Yep. That bit there, which needs fixing because the materials are the other way around, but we will fix that. That's your planets, discovery planets. Yeah, I mean, we will take all the photos obviously and show you bits and bobs. But this game is large and this game is heavy, and yeah. What was that?
Oh, those are the Ultimate decision cards.
Yeah, Automa. That's the Automa cards. Still, like, you know, like a prototype, still kind of thingy, but we still have to go through everything, make sure everything is there, make sure everything, you know, the quality matched. I mean, some things require fixing still, I think. I saw some bits and bobs I don't like, we have to improve it, but we're very, very close to getting everything like manufactured. So on tokens. Now, something you have seen it probably before, like where you're going to store your miniatures and everything else, it's the shelves. Come on. Yeah, so everything will go here. Models, miniatures. And that's the box, that's the size of the box. Faction logo on each. I mean, I haven't seen box like that yet. So that's that for the printed materials. Show me more stuff. That's the cards, the technology cards, and then activation cards, actually, action cards as well. It's a behemoth of the game, by the way.
Oh yeah, this is like bigger than TI4, the core box.
Mm-hmm. Much bigger, much heavier as well. And then we have expansion boxes. Let me just put those things back. Team will tidy up tomorrow. We haven't printed the what's the name? We haven't printed the graphic yet for each of them, but the most important bit is inside. Right, so Antares, that's going to be Antares expansion. Mm-hmm. And then we have this build your own faction. Or
yeah, custom factions, yeah.
Custom faction, custom races.
Races, yeah.
Thingy. And it's messy. Again, there's no plastic thingy. It needs to be there. It will be there. Okay. So don't judge this one by its cover. And tiles, additional tiles for that, and then a bunch of cards in there. So again, everything here is just samples. I wanted to show you. Have a look on that. Donation. Cool. That's another one, and there's one more expansion. Still in a white box, by the way. Yeah, so that's gonna be well, I just wanna make sure that everybody knows it's not gonna be just white boxes. And yeah, and that's another box. This
is for the stretch goals, right?
That's for the stretch goals, yes. It's slightly bigger, but tokens. What was that then?
And those the custom ships.
Custom ships, yeah. Custom ships, sorry. By the way, you probably haven't seen this one on updates yet, but it's gonna be next week or week after. Yeah, we will make all the photo shoots and just to show people on the Gamefound, because I'm showing this one for the first time. Probably on the Gamefound, people haven't seen it yet, but yeah, it will be done there. Propositions and the active edicts. So this is for the edict counts. Right. That's that. I'm doing a little bit too much mess because this still needs to be checked by our rules team. But they own it. They own it. So Orion is getting closer and closer to finalizing. Finalizing for the final manufacturing steps.
Mm-hmm.
For the battleground, if you follow the topic at the Board Game Geek, and yeah, it's a lot of questions what we're going to be doing next. We still have a few wave releases we have to do. This is from the campaign, and yes, I mean, for us Europeans, this game is already like 1 year old. But you have to think about USA market. This is just, we launched in USA a few months ago. We haven't even shipped all of requirement stock to the stores. There was so much orders coming through USA for this game, and for them it's a brand new game. So we are going to clear out what we have, and then I said here on the bottom that a roadmap for the next releases and what is exactly going to be released is going to happen first quarter of 2026. However, we are looking at this, we are tracking what you guys want, what your expectations are, and so on and so on, and we're really going to get there. Okay, so please expect in the first quarter roadmap for this game. And obviously go on the Board Game Geek and select the things you think we should do next. Mm-hmm. Because that's give us some good information and good data. Let's check.
So, a question from Tomo. Becoming a partner of RSL League was driven by passion or business-related things? Just curious. If it's the second one, can you share any info on how that may impact your company recognition?
It's just passion, nothing else, man. They do great thing. It's just pure passion. We just throw money at it and say, well, you guys do what you do best. And then we want to see Starcraft to be back where it used to be, I don't know, 5-10 years ago. And yeah, that's what is only one thing which is always missing is the sponsors for tournaments. And for those of you who don't know what RLS League is, it's a Starcraft league run by the old school guys. They do amazing stuff, so we're supporting them financially, and yeah, they run our ads here and there. But once the Starcraft is launched, once this product is launched like fully, we're definitely gonna have even more money to throw back into community. So expect big things from us. At least that's my plan. Especially, did you notice increase from the Korea? Yes, we have. Actually, when we announced it, we had a big number from USA and UK, obviously, and Europe, then following the Europe. But I think it's overtaken by this.
It took some time for yeah. I guess Korea, South Korea to catch up. But yeah, we are definitely noting an increased amount of interest in StarCraft now.
Yeah.
When's the next business AMA? Always super interesting and makes us feel confident you guys know what you're doing, since most companies just try to hide how badly they are run.
I don't know. We should do one, definitely. To show where we are with, Yeah. I mean, we are a company, you can just check them. Our company, we always like, we are a limited company, so the financial data is always there available just to check and see how we're progressing. But in general, there's lots of things happening in the background, which I'm happy to talk about. So yeah, I will do one. I will do at least a few slides and then talk through slides about the business and what our expectations are, how we, growth expectations, because the growth expectations I showed like 2 years ago, we, knocked out of the park. So we actually did a bit better than we predicted to be. So, which is good. It means we're doing something right. Starcide, yeah, new models, more models being created and done for this game. This is quite large model, by the way. So you see those elements, like tiny elements. I was actually questioning this model with those thingies there, but then the sculptor showed me the scale of this model is actually quite large. So I think they had another picture so showing. So this is the cruiser, and this is like a battle cruiser kind of size of model. So it's large. It's really large. I think this is 4 inch by 5 inch or something like that. So it's quite large model to be get on the table. For the Starcide, obviously, we're also going to have something you probably haven't seen it. And Starcide, I think it's about time to start doing a little bit more game explanation, how the game will play and everything else, because I think we got something really special. At least through the gameplay we have like internally, and then even last week we had our sculptors on site here. They were just testing out the game and they even like it. So it's kind of slightly different game than any other game we have designed in the past, and they really like it. So we will have squadrons. We also will have torpedoes. Yay! So some of the factions will have torpedoes. Some of the other factions will have mines and everything else. So the mechanic for each of them will be different. But I think it's about time to start talking about how the rules, how the game plays, and so on. And that's one of the photos I found it in the group chat we have for the game. And that was the sculptors playing, our sculptor team playing the game. So you can see it's quite busy because this is like second round. They fully engage. All the ships are still there. Some terrain is still flowing, and you still have like some squadrons flying. There's a bunch of other squadrons to be bringing on the table. Okay, so yeah, some tokens obviously in the game, and you will find the dial. So it's important element of this game is a dial. So yeah, but I think we solidify majority and core rules. A lot of majority of the core rules being like, this is what we're going to do. We're not going to be changing. So I think it's about time to start doing like maybe let's make like one simple, I don't know, AMA when we talk about this game. We have it on the table. We'll just keep changing camera just to show how everything, how the movement works and everything else. Be good, like a playthrough. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do that. I will check the calendar, and then we will do one of those videos. Cool. Yeah, unfortunately, yes, Invoker is very close to my heart. This is the game which I love, so we have to move it. It's just like absolutely no slots, and if we're gonna carry on like doing so many projects at the same time, we are not gonna deliver any of them. So we have to focus. Save Batman miniatures from the night games. They just closed those. Oh, really? So we dodged the bullet then, kind of. I think they were like coming to us for manufacturing like several times, and we said, well, maybe in the future, but okay. Interesting. So is that like confirmed info? I haven't seen nowhere. Usually I stay on top of all the news and things like that, because if that's the case, I will definitely try to save that game, that's for sure. And making plastic injection, that would be great, because I know the majority of the complaints about the Batman miniatures games were quality of miniatures being like flashes and all that. I'm not the sculpting, obviously. Sculpting was phenomenal, but flash and all those things were not good. So okay, I will check that, Google that. Definitely, I'm definitely up to yeah. Maybe we can bail them out. That would be solution, just to bail them out and carry on with it. Let me think. We're going back to Dusk Hollow. What we can say about this model, Shimon?
Well, as you can see from the description, it's a male bugbear paladin. It's actually my first time seeing this concept as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have time to follow every single project now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you sign up to the campaign, that's gonna be one of the first models you're gonna get it.
This is a follower gift for.
They told me this is follower gift. Yeah. So
no. Sorry. The
sign up gift or returning backer gift. One of them.
This may be the returning backer gift. We already have a follower gift.
Okay. Yeah. That's one of them.
Starcide maybe with painted plastic perfection?
We're not gonna use Prismacast for Starcide because we have a much bigger IP. We have to much bigger projects. We have to paint it. So that's gonna be a problem. This is returning backer, so sorry for that.
But we can still color code the different factions, right?
Yeah, we will. We're gonna have to do something which I will have to leave the office to show you, but I don't want to do it really. We have something. Let me show you something. I can show you on this. So have a look on that. I'll move the camera back. Okay. This is a plastic. We're gonna use that color plastic for other game, the big one of them. So this is where we may expect the miniatures in. And this is metallic. This is like a plastic metallic. So yeah, we're gonna be using more of this. And let me bring one sprue. I will show you something. Let me show you something.
Oh, he's getting excited, guys. You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Could the Starcide models be placed askew on their stands with a ball, or will they all be fitted on a pin? I believe the current plan is for them to be on a pin, not on a ball. But don't quote me on that. Will Dusk Hollow be more miniatures or terrain? The focus for Dusk Hollow is the castle, so mainly the terrain. But there will still be some miniatures, of course.
Obviously, I cannot show you too much because I'm not supposed to really show you too much, but this is a metallic, blue metallic color we're gonna be using for one of our games. And some of you might recognize some bits and bobs here, but in general, it's look amazing. It's when you assemble miniature, you just have to put some washes on it. That's it. Really, you don't have to. It's like, why nobody used it in the past, this metallic? I don't know, but yeah, it works like a charm. It looks like a, it's a glossy, so it looks like you would have like metallic paint on it. So, and then this is for other faction, so it's yellowish, it's basically gold. And then I just really had a chat discussion this morning about on a meeting for Starcide, and the question was what color plastic we're gonna use for Starcide miniatures. And I told them, yeah, we're gonna use metallic. That's obvious. So yeah, expect them in some metallic colors per faction. So yeah, each faction's got its own color in Starcide, so that's gonna be the window. And then once you've got the models, you can just basically assemble them and put some. You don't have to even paint it. They're gonna look amazing anyway without that. So yeah. Night games have failed Gamefound campaign. A lot of baggage. Yes, that's a lot of baggage. You got it. You got it. So you have an option for Prismacast metal. Yes, we do kind of. But that is planned for future. That's planned for future. So we can just paint it selectively. Leave those elements which supposed to be metallic, and then overpaint the other things. But we will do that in the future. We left it up for the future. It required a little bit more investment into
R&D.
The R&D, yes. Okay, Porthaven, and that's going to be the last few slides. So if you have some more questions, please keep them coming. We'll be happy to answer them. Okay, rats, we finished finally rats. I don't know why we did so many rats in this campaign. Maybe somebody got a little bit excited about rats.
Well, you agreed to it. You were at the meeting.
I did.
I was sitting in the corner, just, laughing in my own world. The team
thinking, what the hell are you guys doing? Because we're going to have so many rats. Well, at least I'm going to have my...
I mean, I wasn't opposed to it, but I also wasn't like...
Play Skaven. I think somebody was like, Jarek likes Skaven, let's make Skavens. No, it's...
I mean, the issue is that there were just too many. Because it's a smaller model, which means that we can also fit more onto the sprue.
Yeah.
But also means that it's going to fill up the stretch goals a lot more than some of the other minis.
I just realized something. I'm really sorry. I had all the info. I didn't make slides. I completely missed that. I completely missed slides for the World of Tanks. So in general, World of Tanks is in pre-order at the moment. I'm really sorry for that. The guys actually sent me all the materials, and I don't know why I missed the slides. I was distracted by you. So no, seriously, very sorry for that. Yeah,
I mean, we did talk about it in like previous.
We did talk about the previous one, yeah. So, but we have some good materials to show, and a little bit, yeah. I missed that. I don't know. We'll catch up on the blog. Maybe Tim will be able to post some blogs about the World of Tanks, because I don't know why we. Sorry for that. It's just me and my brain. Sometimes doesn't work. Yeah. But there are some information. Basically, the pre-order starting. The release is actually at the Essenspiel. So the Essenspiel is October. The team is actually getting the production now, signed off, and everything else, just to make sure we have a products for Essen and so on, so on, so on. So apologies for that one. It's just my mistake, and I don't know, first time happened. You just remind me about the World of Tanks. It's just like, yeah. Maybe I was too much focused by the rats, so thinking why the hell we have so many rats. That's our crab holder. But that miniature is also done.
Crab with a B,
yeah,
mind you.
This is first time. They see first time this model, or we have actually shown any updates.
I actually don't know. I'm sorry, I don't follow the campaigns that much anymore.
You don't follow?
I mean, maybe we showed it before, maybe we haven't. I don't know. I'm sure someone will let us know.
Yeah. So we have that one sculpt already. I think there was some fixing on that model, so going back and forth a little bit on it. And then this is our lovely Duck Dragon. Look majestic. I mean, I like the pose, like,
yeah,
he's like
big honcho.
He just finished like his gym routine, and he's just walking to the town just to.
He's just flexing on everyone.
Flexing, yeah, flexing slightly. So, yeah.
Dusk Hollow will have graveyards, catacombs, desecrated temples, and shrines. All of those, I believe, to my knowledge. Yeah, I think I'll have all of those.
Yep. Blame the kid that need haircut. Absolutely yes. Mm-hmm. This guy looks like, look, Jesus Christ, he looks like from 70s, 80s. Maybe he's gonna start some band. I don't know.
Maybe I will. You never know.
Yeah. Do concept pictures from drawings?
That was probably like the last time I got mentioned.
Right.
He's referring to that.
When does the Gamefound for Starcraft begin? I think just towards the end of the year. Something like November. I think so, if it's gonna happen in November, because we still got lots of work, and especially in just getting tools done. I think at the moment lots of models being 3D printed and overpainted just to get people to play that game on streams and so on. I think my team should do more work. We should record something for yeah. Last time you showed 3 possible concepts, and I hope it will be this one. Yeah, here you go. Whack, indeed. Right.
Is Dusk Hollow gonna have main theme plus sub themes like Caves did? To my knowledge, it's just gonna have a lot of different smaller themes. There's gonna be, if I remember correctly. Again, I didn't do like I wasn't super involved in the assembly of the campaign. I did like look over some stuff, but my memory is really failing me. Basically, the way it's going to work is we're going to have
That's a haircut, because I'm telling you right now, if you cut your hair,
the hair is just this distracting.
Yeah, no, taking your brain out, slightly taking the grey mass out of your brain. It will improve if you take,
Maybe I just have so much in my brain that it's overflowing.
Maybe, yeah, maybe that's the other one. So just to answer this one, I don't on a Dusk Hollow. Give us some time. We will provide all that information.
But there will be like a lot of different smaller themes. But there will also be like the main castle theme, which is going to be like the outside.
Yeah.
So you're going to build like the outside is just going to be like regular walls, regular castle walls and stuff, and then you can like add attachments onto the castle to make it look more gothic, if I remember correctly. And then the like smaller sub theme rooms, they're going to be like just smaller rooms within the castle.
That's correct. Yes.
And that's where like different walls are going to come into play.
Okay, Dusk Hollow feature ruin pillars, 2-floor high stained glasses windows. Yes, the current list actually includes all those elements you did mention. How many of them will get into the final product, we don't know yet. So Dusk Hollow is extremely, I mean, what's great about this, you just give us more ideas, please keep them coming. Yeah. And then my team will basically do that. I mean, we had a creative meeting, and then from the creative meeting, we had like 60 pages or 50 pages of content. And obviously that was too much content because they even designed like stretch goals, everything, and so on, so on. There was some ideas I did like it, some ideas I didn't like it because I didn't see the business value in that. So we needed to remove those ideas we don't think we can make, you know, it's going to be beneficial for the future of the line. So, but yeah, there's lots of things there which you did mention. So yeah.
Will Dusk Hollow have any new terrain technology? Yes, for the first time ever in DNL, we're going to be using curved walls.
Yeah.
Proper curved walls, not unlike in caves. I mean, like proper curved walls you can like build up with multiple stories as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Is the World of Tanks display box only US/German cards or also other nations? There's two starter boxes for US and Germany. If you click on the select view all products page in the shop, it will show you the full list of all the stuff we have available. And from that you can buy like a big box of boosters or individual booster packs, which contain all sorts of different factions that are in the game at launch.
Yeah, we're sending out these. They've been also given away at Gen Con.
Yeah, but the starter box only contains these two factions.
Yeah, that's the faction for USA faction, tanks and vehicles, so on. I hope we don't have something we haven't showed here, but shouldn't show. But yeah, it's all good. It'll be all good. So we were very surprised at Gen Con with World of Tanks because it was like lots of people actually wanted to play the game.
You mean like Gamescom?
Gamescom, sorry, yeah. Gamescom. I think because mainly the Gamescom is about, you know, card games. I haven't seen many board games there. I've seen just one board game manufacturer.
Well, for tabletop games, yeah, it does seem like card games are quite dominant. But overall, it's a convention for video games.
Yeah, but we have lots of board games adaptations of the video game, so that was actually a good call to be there. Even bigger call because we have high top management meetings there from one of the biggest licensors, and he was so impressed with what we have there. So, and yeah, it was like normally when you just send samples, okay, it's some random company sending me samples, and then all of a sudden you see the portfolio of things we manufacture, and then the board games we create, and you know the hype of the people which are on the stand and everything else. It was just like, oh my goodness. Yeah. Would it be possible to buy upgrade sprues for the models in the starter box separately? Sorry.
For Starcraft.
For Starcraft. No, they will come. They will only become available as additional thingies. Not as a separate one. So if you need them if you want different type of unit, you just have to buy other boxes. For those one which are only cosmetics, you will find them definitely in the boxes. Okay, so the cosmetics elements, you will find them in the boxes. For the much more complex, like, you know, we have a unit of roaches, and then it actually made out of 4 sprues. Quite a lot, because we have 2 sprues with all the expansions elements, you know, variants, strains, let's call them, because they call it strains. So we cannot add them in a starter box. So that's another unit which is going to be in the starter box, just because there's too many sprues in the starter box. And then, you know, we could add them, but then the cost of the starter box will be huge one, or we will have to remove some other units, but it's not going to happen. We need to have a good hefty number of miniatures in the starter box. Yeah.
I think Dusk Hollow should have double or even triple height walls. That is very gothic, but line of sight may be an issue, maybe semi-transparent. So I believe the current tech solution we have right now is single height walls for the castle walls that make up the core of the castle. But inside the castle, we're going to be using half height walls, just so when you're looking inside the building, it's a lot easier to see and track all your miniatures. So you can still build up stories. But when you take the castle apart and you look inside, you'll still see everything pretty easily.
That's correct, yes. No, Starcraft is not just 1 versus 1. It's 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2. You can play 3 versus 3. The core game mechanic is bold around it.
You could even play 1 versus 2 if you like.
Yeah, you can play
some custom stuff.
Exactly. It allows you to do that, so no problem whatsoever. There's no limitation of how you're going to play. I mean, you can even play free for all if you want. You got 4 corners of the table, and everybody's got its own corner of the table, and go for it. So it's no limitation there whatsoever. Okay, I think we're gonna be wrapping up. It's 1 hour 15 minutes. We have to go home and we have work tomorrow morning, like yourself as well, probably. So I think we're gonna wrap it up. If there is no more thingies, Minecraft. That's interesting.
Don't know about Minecraft.
Why not? I don't know how and what to do with Minecraft, but yeah, why not? There is other game I was aiming with the Dungeons and Laser system in mind, and I still believe we should make that game, even it's not going to be official IP, but we still should make the game because we have all the technology for that. In fact, I had a dream yesterday about that game, so it must happen.
It's funny you should mention that. There's actually a version of that game remade in Starcraft in the custom games section. It's really cool.
Yeah. Heroes Battles. I did mention at the beginning of the stream that we're starting sculpting first models miniatures, so sooner or later you're gonna be seeing some miniatures from us for that game. Okay, thank you for the stream, thank you for joining us, and let's touch bases in the next few weeks. I'm not sure whether it's gonna be in 2 weeks time because we are very close to Essenspiel. Maybe in 3 weeks just before Essenspiel. We will see. But I'll try to do it in a couple of weeks time. And then let's plan out for the Starcraft one, which needs to be like a Starcraft dedicated video, which I want to do it. I need to get some approval on elements we are doing at this stage. And then let's do Starcide one. I would like to make one Starcide just to explain bits and bobs and see how that one will play out. Take care. Bye bye.